Okay, the 8th session, which is arrays. Introduction for it. An array is a group of related data items that share a common name. It represents a collection of items under the same name. These similar elements may be all ints, all floats, or all characters, etc. It is a structure in which we'll place certain data values related to similar data type. An array which holds number of data types according to the given size. A data type, integer, float, or character, the name of the array, anything, and the size, which should be more than 0. For example, int m braces in which 10. So type of data, name of the array, let it be array itself, and set of braces in which I need to place 3. So this is an array which holds 3 integer values in which I cannot place floats, characters, or any other data type. So that is the reason why we call as array is a structure in which we'll place similar data values. Benefits of array. With the help of loop, we can enter the data into an array and we can read data into an array. To fill the array which holds certain size, like for example int array of 5, to fill the entire block we need to use a variable and a for loop so that I can fill all the blocks of the array. Array is also called a subscripted variable. The first element in the array is numbered 0 so that the last element is less than the size of the array. That is, this is an array in which we'll be having ARR of 0th block, comma, ARR of first block, comma, and so on up to ARR of 4th block. So if it is 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4, overall 5 blocks according to the given size, starting from 0 and less than the given size. Benefits of array. Before using an array, its type and dimension must be declared. As I said, its type and dimension, without which compiler won't allow. Array elements are stored in contiguous memory locations. This we can see with the help of pointers, but before that we'll go for normal programming with arrays. Types of arrays. There are two types, one-dimensional array or single-dimensional array. Similarly, two-dimensional or multi-dimensional array. We'll deal certain programming concepts with one-dimensional array. An array is with one subscript called as one-dimensional array. As you can see, the type, data type, int, float, or char, and the name of the variable and the size. So a small program in main function, this is the type and name of the array is 5, whose size is 5. And if we want to this is declaration. If you want to initialize, use a set of braces and type the digits what all you want to place. 5 digits, 5 integers only. And I said we need a loop to repeat to print the values. For it begins with the value 0 and is less than the given, 1 less than the given size. Because it is 4, the size happens to be 4, I plus plus. And now print that particular integer, comma, at the block of ith. If I is 0, 0th block, which is 4. If I is 1, first block integer 5, and so on, we can print all the values 4, 5, 6, 7. Less than 5. So giving all the values of the array. Likewise, this is how initialization is possible. Or else we can directly say for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and instead of printing say scanf %d, comma, address of the ith block, array's ith block. If array is 0, at that address place the particular integer. So My inputs happens to be 78, 12, 45 and 98, printing all the values on the screen. Likewise, we'll go for accepting another array. Let it be BRR again of size 5, CRR again of size 5. So accepting is done for the first array. Now I'll accept for the second array for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and scanf %d, ampersand BRR of I. Now only for user's sake, prompting sake, printf second array. Likewise, first array. Okay, so here we'll scan for first array and here we'll scan for second array. We'll clear the previous outputs CLR, SCR. Because of clear screen, we need to go for hash include conio.h. So the previous inputs are cleared. Now printing ARR and then a new line character so that I can print the second array in second line for I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, and again print the BRR array %d, BRR of ith block, and again a new line character. And now instead of printing I equal to 0, I less than 5, I plus plus, instead of printing the CRRs there itself, first of all CRR ith block will take up the addition of ARR ith block plus BRR ith block, and then I'll print the value at CRR's ith block. So finally it is asking me to input the values of first elements, first array, so which are 1, all ones, 5 ones. Now the second array only 2s, 4th and 5th. With this second array is filled. Now it clears the previous screen and displays all new outputs. This is first array, this is second array, the addition is 3. If our inputs are 3, 9, 4, 8 and 6, second array 4, 8, 3, 6 and 7. Now when you add 2 plus 4 it's 6, 9 plus 8 17, 4 plus 3 7, 8 plus 6 14 and 6 plus 7 13. This way we can add certain set of integers if you place them all in the array. This is how arrays are useful for us. After array, after addition, we'll go for in the same program. You can even go for multiplication, subtraction, division, and all the arithmetic operators are possible. Now, after the arithmetic operators, we'll go for another program in which we'll search for the given value by the user. In main block function, if I have an integer array which holds some values like 26. Now I'll ask the user to enter some number. For that I'm using n, and because of array I need a loop. I'm repeat it I. So printf enter a number, new line character, scanf %d, ampersand, and the value is given by the user. Now for I equal to 0, I less than or equal to, or say I less than, count the number 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is 4th, 5th. So 5 elements over and all. 6 means it should be less than 5 or equal to 5, and I plus plus. Now enter into the block. Check if arrayth I block is the same as what user has given. If this is true, enter into the block and say printf value found, and then use a check variable. Initially put the check variable as a true variable and make it false, c equal to 0, and put a break. After this, put an if condition, check it and say printf not found. So this is a program with which you can check whether the given value by user is available in the array or not. So consider if user says 54, so first you will compare 23 and 54. Because it's false, you will again enter into the loop. I++ happens. This time it's 54 and 54. You will enter, you say value found, and you make C as false. When you make C as false, this is false, and so you print not found. Let the value be some value which we have in the array. 45, let it be 45. It says value found. If I say the value which is not available, like for example 100 is not available, I need to say not found. So with this you can find out a value given by user is available in the array or not. Now similarly, we need to delete or replace the particular block with 0 if user gives a particular value. For example, if user says 97, at the position of 97 I need to place 0 at the end of the program. So first of all I need to search for 97, there I need to place 0. So considering one more integer array in which we'll place values like these are the values I have, and a variable so that I can receive from the user a loop, and also a check variable initially beginning from 1. Now first of all I'll print all the values less than or equal to 6, I++, printf %d, comma, array of I. With this I'll be printing all the values 23, 43, 6. So 6 values means it's less than 5. After that I'll ask the user to enter a number. I'll take that number in the variable n by using the scanf statement. Now I need to check whether the given value by user is available in the array or not. Less than 5 and I++. Now enter into the for block. If array of ith block is same as what user has given, then in that position place 0 and make C as false and put a break statement. After this check the if condition. If this is true, then print not found, and if this is false go over the else block in which print the latest array, modified array, less than 5 I++ and printf %d, comma, array of I. End of main. A comma is required. Now this is my array 23, 43, 46, 68 and 97. Which number are we supposed to select? Let us say 68. If 68 is available, as we can see 68 is available, at that position I'll place 0 and I'll print the latest array which holds 0 at this position, 68. So 23, 43, 46 are all the same, but because I've selected 68, at that block I'll be placing 0. If I give a value which is not at all available there, like for example 100 is not available there, then why to print the array once again? Simply say it's not found. So this is how we can search for an array and delete the same element in the array. In main function, integer array which holds values like 67, 2, 1, 2, consider it's 11. Now we need to say print the minimum value, that is 2, but how can we decide 2 is a minimum value? For that I need a variable called s and a variable so that I can repeat the loop. So obviously I equal to 0, I less than 6, that is 5, I less than 5, and I plus plus. In this I'll be saying an if condition. If array of s is greater than array of I, then enter into the block and say s equal to array of I. So with this you'll get the least value into the variable s, print it on the screen, %d, s. Semicolon is missing. Now it says 2 is the least value. If you change it to less than 2, greater than, you will get the maximum value. So the minimum again, change it. Now here the logic happens to be this. At the beginning I'll compare 3 and 3 greater than 3 is false, I'll skip. Later on I++ happens, 3 greater than 4 is also false, 3 greater than 5 is also false, 3 greater than 67 is also false. Finally I say 3 greater than 2. As this is true, the 2 is given into s. After that I again say 2 greater than 11, which is false. By this I'll come to the end of the loop, printing 2 on the screen. If you want to go for the maximum, place in s, place the value array of 0th block and start it from 1 over here and less than 6. Now as it shows the minimum value, simply change it to other symbol. It gives the maximum value, which is 67. So with this we can even find the minimum and maximum value of a given array. Now as we can get the minimum value, why can't we print the minimum value in an order, printing all the minimum values? Array which holds values like 9, 6, 45, 34, 2 and 11. So we need to print it in an order. For that we need concept like I, j and a temporary variable. So using the for loop, I begins with 0, I less than the size of the array, which happens to be 1, 2, 3 and 6. That means I can even say less than 6. I plus plus. In this block, go for jth loop, j equal to I plus 1 and j less than 5, 6, sorry, j plus plus. Enter into the for block, use the if condition. If array of ith block, so say array of ith block is greater than array of jth block, and do the swapping concept, which is temp takes array of ith block. In array of ith block, place array of jth block, and in array of jth block, place array of ith block. This is how we can interchange the values from one array into the temporary variable. And finally closing the array, and at the end printing the new array, which is less than 6 and I plus plus, print %d comma array of I. So which gives the output in an order. Place the temporary variable. So finally giving the array in an order. Consider this is our array which is not in order presently, and finally making it into order 2, 6, 9, 11, 34 and 45. So here the main thing you need to observe is the swapping technique. The array of ith holds certain value. If I directly place jth value into it, I lose that value. That is the reason I am placing it in temp variable, a temporary variable. Later on, that value will be placed into jth variable, jth block of the array. So this is about the one-dimensional array.